Oh, hey, my name's Tonae Noli, and what's your name? Hmm. Oh, so tell me, Kelly, what do you do for a living? Awesome. Well, I am a student at Grand Canyon University, and I am in the process of obtaining my master's degree. Prior to that, I've been a social worker for about 11 years. Oh, I see. Awkward, huh? Very awkward. So, some of you are wondering what that was. Um, I like to call that building relationships. So, imagine a world, you walk into a class. When you walk into the class, the first thing the professor does is greet you, just like I did. They greet you, they ask about your personal life, they ask, how are you doing today? Anything to build a relationship. So, today, that's what I'm going to teach you about building relationships. Most people, when building relationships, they forget one important aspect: active listening. When you listen to a person, you get to know more about them. You don't interrupt conversation, you learn about who they are in a matter of time, and you build a relationship. I like to call, personally, it pairing. You're pairing yourself with the individual so that that individual learns to trust you. Kind of similar to the educational world. One of the things that I believe that when you're trying to build a relationship that a student and a professor needs to learn is active listening. When you active listen, it helps build trust between you and your students. It opens a line of communication so that you are able to talk freely. It's an open platform. It increases engagement and motivation, and students are more likely to go to professors that are more open to talking to them and actually getting to know them. Um, some of the best practices for a relationship and rapport between a professor and a student, I would say, would be paying attention to a student's concerns. I think that's very important, as you should too. Um, Regular communication. Let's have regular communication. Let's talk to each other. Let's get to know each other. It's kind of like the online discussion platform. Bigger than that, I think that um, there begins to be a personal connection with professors and students. I don't know about you, but for me, if my professor doesn't know how I look, and it's been mentioned to me before, sometimes that's kind of bothering. I love to put a face with a name. During the pandemic, some of you guys know who that is, and if you don't, that's when COVID kind of destroyed us and put us all in a bad situation for a while. Yeah, difficult to think about. But during that pandemic time, there was times where, as a social worker, my client said, "I've been talking to you for 3 years and never seen your face." And actually, in the year 2024 was the first time I was able to lay eyes on them, and they lay eyes on me. So, I think something that the world lacks is learning the needs of students, people in general, but from a student to teacher, perspective, learning the needs of the adult is a pretty difficult task because why? We're on an online platform. We don't have a way to communicate outside of text messaging, so it can make it very difficult, right? I would say so. Yeah. So I think that the best thing that professors can do to learn um, about us as students would be to survey us, do questionnaires, see how your class is going, have one-on-one meetings. I do this quite frequently through my career. I have meetings once a month with my staff. I have meetings once a month with my clients. Check in on us. Mental health is very important. Sometimes people just need a simple hello, how you doing? And I think for students, the way to build rapport with the teacher's expectations would be read syllabus, do the group discussions, make sure that when people are talking, you're actively listening. It's an open platform. I think that interactive activity and group projects help understand us as learners, our interests and our strengths. So also, forgot, addressing the viewpoints of your teacher and your student. What I mean by that is understanding and making sure you're giving proper feedback. I can remember countless times as a traditional student where a professor would just read directly off of a board, and my question would be, what did he mean? But he never gave us a chance to talk. So providing an open dialogue, encouraging respect, having debates and discussions. Yeah, I like those. Critical thinking. Think critically. If something crosses your mind, think critically. For the teacher, challenge the student. Challenge us. Make us tell you our different perspectives and teach us those different perspectives so that we mentally understand what you're teaching from every direction. Oh, I forgot. I'm a student at Grand Canyon, huge Christian school. But I stand by faith outside of school. I'm a Christian naturally, and the one thing that I believe when building relationships and the Christian worldview, we should support diversity in culture, respect for all, emphasizing the Christian values of treating everyone with dignity and respect regardless of their background. Inclusivity, everybody's included. Let's all talk about this. It's just an open floor. Yeah, real open. Having service and compassion. We want to encourage each other. We want to address diverse community needs. We want to reflect on the Christian principles of love and service. Love and service. If you do that, everything I said, I think a student and a teacher would be okay. It's a rough world out here right now. But as long as you have a family, meaning your Christianity family, as long as you have great professors who care about how you feel, I think that you'll get through this online education thing, even traditionally. Thank you.